Live from the Russell Cinema, Keystone St. Vincent and Grenadines. It's Up Late with C.N. Marshall. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for C.N. Marshall.
And good night. Welcome to this another edition of the show, Up Late with C.N. Marshall. I am your host, C.N. Marshall. Thank you so much, the voice. A really nice voice, the voice. So it's a Thursday night, the same as what it means. And it's your favorite show, the show that everybody has been waiting up for, Up Late with C.N. Marshall. Let me welcome everyone who's tuned in, whether you're here in the audience or you're live on Facebook. Wherever you are across the world. You know, it's been a while since I've given you some statistics about our show. And over the last couple of days, I've been looking at the statistics, the insights and so forth from Facebook, and they've been phenomenal. So far, we have amassed we've reached actually, Up Late with C.N. Marshall has reached over 160,000 people. Give us a round of applause. Come on. And you know, that is more than the population of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is more than the population of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We've also had over 70,000 video views. So, Up Late with C.N. Marshall is going places, we're reaching people, and we are so happy that you have made this show a part of your Thursday night routine. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, so let me just get a few things out of the way before we start. Good night to everybody again. And my diaspora viewers, hey, I'm really so happy to have you. Whether you're from New York, Toronto, Montreal, Florida, New Jersey, England, Germany, Russia, Azerbaijan, wherever you are, because this show is going places, you know, we're just so happy that you're tuning in. And if I missed you, I apologize. Minnesota, I saw Minnesota and Atlanta. Yeah, those places I'm showing up. And those of you in the Caribbean, thank you so much for stopping by. Now, Grenada has been having some inclement weather recently, so let's pray for the people in Grenada, make sure they're okay, they're safe. They've been having some serious flooding, and we know we're in the hurricane season, and based on last year's hurricane season, we know what happened to us in the Caribbean. Let us be prepared. Let us ensure that we take all of the necessary precautions. And for those of you who are still doubting, climate change is real. Okay? Alright, so let's get a few things that I need to get jump off on immediately. This week in the Searchlight, another honor for National Hero and Paramount Chief. And with that, we'll talk about the fact that yesterday, Emancipation Day, as we celebrated in St. Vincent and the Grenadines here, what we did, one of the things that we did to mark that day was the naming of a national park after our first and only national hero, Paramount Chief Joseph Chatouillet. And to me, that was a very good step. We've named him national hero for quite some time, and now we are taking another step. And let's hope that we will have other national heroes named and things named after them. But that was a very good first step as we celebrated Emancipation Day yesterday. Congratulations to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I must say, I'm happy to see that something is being named after Joseph Chatouillet. Prosecution not making use of forensic evidence, says K. Bacchus Batiste. 94-year-old woman accuses man of harassing her. Now, who is going to harass a 94-year-old woman? Seriously? That's against the law. Deal with that person. We can't leave it up to criminals to take out criminals, says Dr. Friday. Okay? Man's thieving mistake lands him back in prison. Now, all that and so much more in the Searchlight newspaper. That's journalism you can trust. All right. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, so let me tell you now. Make sure you're sharing the live. I haven't done it yet, so that's like really bad for me. So let me do now. I'm going to share it now, and those of you who are watching, please share it. Call somebody. Tell them Up Late is on. They need to tune in. All right. Let's see. Share. Up Late with C.N. Marshall. No. That's not what I want. I think to ask my love to help me with that one now. Hold on 1 second. Where are we? Upload with Marshall. There you go. I'm trying to share it. Don't worry. Bear with me. And in the meantime, you share it too. Where are we? Share. There it is. I am hearing myself echoing. To my timeline. That's it right there. And I have just shared it. All right. Good. So now that we're sharing and the sharing goes on, we're back. Let's talk about the hospital drive that has been organized by Tammy Kirby, by Gans Byron, and by Glenroy Gobels Phillips at Standard Shippers on Ditmas. That's the 11th of August. Check it out. Now they're collecting stuff, collecting things that hospitals would need. So be a part of it, donate what you can. It's for a worthy cause. Check that out, please. All right, and support it. Not just check it out. It's not a live, but it's an activity where these people are trying to get the diaspora together, the New York diaspora together in support of our hospitals here, in donating things that the hospital need. So go check that out and support that hospital drive. Also, as Candyman said last week, Randy Spartan having a boat ride. And sorry Randy, but I am petrified of the water. I do not do boats. I get really, really sick. But those of you who do boats, check out Randy Spartan's boat ride. That is happening. Let me get the dates for you now. Hold on 1 second. Yes, Lord. I'm hearing myself. Hold on. Randy Spartan. So the boat ride to Canawan is happening on Sunday. All right. Sunday is on Gemstar. All right. You board at 7:30. Board at 7. The boat leaves at 7:30, and it leaves Canawan at 4 o'clock. So check that out. And tickets are only $45. So check out Randy Spartan boat ride this Sunday. Be a part of that. Sail down to beautiful Canawan. Have fun with Randy Spartan. The guy is a creative guy. Love it, love him, love him, love him. All right. So we got now loud. Tonight we have a really exciting show for you. We have some representatives of the Luke's Kids Club here with us, who's staying up late with us to tell us about their kids club. So they'll be on. They up late tonight. They up late with us tonight. Also, we have two members of the cricketing fraternity, the management of cricket. We have the project officer of operations for Cricket West Indies Inc. And we have the local president of our SPG Cricket Association. They are both here up late with us tonight. Hayden Bilinji, the AMP awardee, or the AMP award winner 2018, the best gospel single, was scheduled to be here tonight as well. He also has a big show happening on Saturday called Singing Like the Stars. But unfortunately, because of commitments with the show, he had to, he couldn't be here, and he sends his apologies. All right, but nevertheless, the show goes on. You can expect a fantastic show tonight, as always, as you stick around here with us. All right? So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to chat with Luke's Kids Club. Don't go away.
On Friday, August 31st, join the Friends of Sinal Inc. on the boat ride. Denims and White aboard the Golden Sunshine from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn Pier number 9. Boarding time 6 p.m. Departure 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets at $40 available from any member of Friends of Cyan Hill Inc. Music by DJ Super Eyes, D1 Entertainment and DJ Laga. It's the boat ride. Denims and White. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995. For Denims and White, you don't want to miss it. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talent in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill Playing Field, the main Arnesville Playing Field, the Cyan Hill Playing Field, and the Cumberland Playing Field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talent in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill Playing Field, the main Arnesville Playing Field, the Cyan Hill Playing Field, and the Cumberland Playing Field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's.
And welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for being here with us. Now, I am going to let you know about the exhibition by Club St. Vincent Inc. in association with RIDO, the Regional Integration Diaspora Unit. It's on August the 16th. I'm told, here's the stuff, you shouldn't fumble, and I don't have it in front of me and I'm fumbling. Sorry, Warner. But it's the 25th of August at Friends of Crown Heights, 671 Prospect Place. All right, and we know where that is. We have authentic food, we have crafts, we have Calypsonian sculpture, we have Said Bowman performing, Jalil, lots of things happening, Gary Puna dancing and so forth, right there on the 25th of August, Friends of Crown Heights, put on by Club St. Vincent Inc. So please, be a part of that. Don't forget to check it out. All right? Okay, great. So as announced earlier, we have some special guests with us here tonight, staying up late. And they're from the Luke Kids Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for, let me get the names properly here. Hold on. Their names are, yes, let's go. Mr. Travis Trimmingham, who's the activities coordinator, and Ms. Tara Richardson, the PR coordinator. Please, give me a round of applause. Take my hand. Thank you. Take my hand. Beautiful. Hey, trust me. Tara has a serious grip on thing when you shake your hand. Eh? Trust me. You don't wanna go there. Thank you. Tara, Travis, welcome, and thank you for staying up late with Sion Marshall. Yeah?
Thank you.
I just give you welcome.
No, we're glad to be here.
Yeah?
Yes, we
I
are.
can see it. Would you like some water?
Not yet.
Oh. Because if anytime you see your mouth start to be clammy and like spit drying up, that's because you're nervous. Just.
No, we're good.
All right. Now, you're from the Luke's Kids Club, but there's nothing kid about you guys.
No.
So, first of all, give me the story of how two big people are part of a kids club. And start anyhow, and just start.
Okay, well, actually, my first time was last year. I was basically 17 years old, and I wanted to be a volunteer at the Youth Kids Club. So I had attended the training sessions, and I was told that it was okay then for me to actually be one because I was in my second year at college. And ever since then, I'm all about the Luke's Kids Club.
Okay. So you're volunteering for the Luke's Kids Club.
Yes.
Go to spend your time. Travis.
My story was different. I was actually introduced by a friend, Brenny Dixon. I was saying that it's a place where you can go, get to travel all over Sydney and Grenadines, get to meet different people, lots of food, and you enjoy
Away from man's
yourself.
heart.
So yeah, that's how I actually started off. I started as a volunteer also, and helping coordinating the program.
Okay, tell us a little bit about Luke's Kids Club. Now, we hear the name Luke, and we know it's not the apostle. All right, so this is Luke Brown,
Yes.
Minister of Health and Safety in the Grenadines. Tell us a little bit about the Kids Club, when it was started, how it got started.
Well, I'll take this one.
Take this one, yo. Don't worry.
The Luke's Kids Club was actually just an idea that was in the Minister of Health, as we all know him, Luke Brown. And at the time, he wanted to find a way to just give back to his community. And like, I'm a past ranger, and one of our things is, okay, giving service to your community. That way you're being an active citizen. And he decided to have a summer program, because that way you will be able to reach a lot of children in the different age groups, and you'll be basically giving them something that they can look forward to each summer. Although the Luke's Kids Club is basically a year-round thing, because we do have activities at different points in time. It was founded on March 30th, 2011, so this is actually our 8th annual summer program, but we are celebrating 7 years.
All right, great. You said it's catering to children all across the country,
Yes.
Yeah, all across.
but where is it based?
In Kindergarten.
So it's based in kindergarten, but it caters to children all across it. What age ranges are we looking at?
Between 4 to 18, 18, 19, sometimes we take 19-year-olds, but it all depends on the person's character.
And then hopefully after that they become
They
volunteers.
become volunteers.
Yeah, because we have had some students who have already got promoted to volunteers. In terms of they have been in the program, they reach an age where they are no longer seen as kids.
Yeah.
So they become volunteers.
What are some of the activities that the children take part in during the program? You say it's all year round, but at least I guess the heightened part of it is
The summer.
summer. What are some of the activities that the children take part in during the summer program?
Well, we
You're gonna
have
take this
both
one. You should take this one.
we have both indoor and outdoor activities. When we're actually on the campground in Kindergarten,
The campground, you mean the campground, the camp?
Yes, the camp itself, I call it a camp at times.
We call it a
Right.
home. We call it a home away from home.
Well, yes,
It's
because
a Luke's Kids Club where children find
find
themselves.
themselves.
Ah,
Right.
I see. And so sometimes when parents can't find it, could be Luke's Kids Club where parents find their children. Because, you know, they just go. But so you cater for between the ages of 4 and 18. What are some of the activities they were saying that they
Well, the activities is basically based around the team.
Right.
Because they say the team is the legacy of Nelson Mandela and climate change matters to me.
Oh.
So, for instance...
So it's Nelson Mandela and climate change.
Right.
It's a curious mix, but go ahead.
So, as you were saying, our activities are all based around the team itself. So, for this year, on the Nelson Mandela side of things, we will be basically trying to incorporate our history as well as Nelson Mandela's history, because when you speak about Nelson Mandela, you could branch off to different role models around the world. And with the climate change matters to me, we have several trips planned to actually basically show the children, okay, you could do something, you could make a difference in the climate, and basically make your future a better place.
Basically, we had the devastation in Dominica.
Right.
We can show even clippings of what happened.
And we have serious flooding in Grenada right now.
Right, and how we helped out and everything.
You know, the issue of climate change, and that's an issue that's near and dear to me. So tell Luke I'm for hire, right? If he wants to do with climate change, I do have a master's in climate change law, right? So tell him that for me. And that was for those of you who are watching who want somebody, you know, a consultant, check me out. So the issue of climate change is near and dear to me. And when you look at what is happening around our neighbors, Dominica and Antigua, Barbuda, and so forth last year, we see flooding in Grenada currently. Apart from just field trips, though, what are some of the little things that you plan to instill in those little children and even teenagers about protecting the environment?
Well, we actually planned on having them build, basically it's like a science fair kind of stuff, where they will basically, where they would go and try and give us, even though we're the ones taking charge, ideas of things that they think that can help the environment. That's from what I remember when us and Luke were speaking today. Apart from that, we're supposed to plant some seedlings, I'm thinking in the area of Brighton, so that will help with the reforestation and all this stuff. So it's not just word of mouth, we're actually doing stuff to help the environment.
Right. One of the, please give her a little applause. Well spoken. This is Luke. Luke is the Minister of Health. Luke is a politician. How much politics is involved in the Luke's State Club? How much politics do you expose these little children to?
Zero.
None.
I will have to say that with a firm voice, because sadly a lot of people get carried away with the idea because he's the minister. That means if you come to his summer program, you will see some form of political activity. This is nothing like that. And like I've said before on radio earlier this week, if you feel as if you cannot take my word for it, if you're above the
Look at
age...
your face. Who will not take your word? Come on. With a face like that, I'll believe anything you say.
Okay, but if you are actually above the age of 19, you can still apply even though the registration for volunteers are closed. And if you yourself feel as if, okay, you don't want to be a part of it, you could send your child, and trust me, if you want to quiz them, if you're that type of person who will like to know exactly what happened, you will never hear the talk of politics being placed inside of any of the activities they mentioned.
Yeah, we can't trust me. These kids, they talk.
But that's what children do.
When they enjoy the program, they go back home and say, Mommy, I went here, I went there, Daddy, I went here.
That's what children do. What about this election? Is there screening based on political affiliation when you apply? Do they walk around with a list to go who this child parents vote for and so on?
As we say, we cater for everyone, every community.
Because one of the ways that we actually get our volunteers is we basically circulate it around Facebook, around Instagram, on WhatsApp, because I posted up the flyer asking and telling people to come if you're interested in basically giving back to your community, etc. If not, I thought we placed the ad in the newspaper. That's how I heard about it last year, because my mommy saw it in the newspaper and she's like, Tari, you could try and see if it's anything that you might actually enjoy. And it so happened now I love it, I'm always there.
Yeah, because basically this week we had training for volunteers. Today,
Where are you from, Tara?
I'm actually from Bartley.
And where are you from, Travis?
I'm from Morris Village.
So I guess the volunteers alone would show you how very widely spread it is. Because
Yes.
you're from Central Leeward.
We have people even from Union, as far as Union.
That's from, wow.
Coming to the summer.
Okay, now, what, by the way, as you mentioned the advertising, today I saw text messages coming on my phone about Youth Kids Club, so y'all are really trying to spread this. What are some of the benefits to the children and teenagers who attend the Luke's Kids Club, Luke's
Kids Club.
Thank you very much, Tara. Those tongue twisters.
I'll take this one because she's
been taking all. Yeah, what are some of the benefits?
Okay, in college I actually did psychology, so I know how people interact, etc. And one of the main things that you'll take from this is building your social skills, which will basically spread off into getting a higher self-esteem because you're exposed to different people from different backgrounds and different constituencies who are all a part of basically a different environment compared to you. So you might learn something new. You might teach something to somebody else, and that way everybody basically get to know, well, okay, it's not just about you. There is always other people around.
Absolutely. I'm seeing the sort of live feed and people are expressing support for Luke's Kids Club.
Thank you.
And there's one person who's saying they're proud of young people because they think that you're representing yourselves quite well. And I must also congratulate you guys, you both of you, because you're young and you can find other things to do with your time, but instead you choose to volunteer, and that is admirable. Round of applause, please. And as we end this segment, let me just say, tell the minister he don't have to go and hide from me. Yeah? Tell him don't push you all over. Tell him come and then take me on here.
We have a few more things to say before we end this segment.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, registration closes tomorrow. Actually.
Okay.
And we basically get around 300 kids.
300.
Yeah.
How many you have so far registered?
Okay. To 69. Thank you.
You could actually close registration, boss. You have to
because it's a first come, first serve.
Okay.
We don't want to close it because we want everybody to get a chance.
Is there a number that they can call? I'm speculating if you could help me put the number on the screen. I don't know if it's possible, but if you can, while the reps call it out, if you can pull it up.
Yeah, the number is 456
456
6570.
456 6570.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
And that's the number to call if they're interested in registration.
Yes, please.
Or in registering. Any other form besides?
Well, they could actually email us as well. It's lkcspg@gmail.com.
lkcsvg@gmail.com. Perfect.
But the highlight of the summer program will be the camp to Karakou.
Was that camp to Karakou?
Yes, for 4 days.
Really? How old you say from
Those are for the
4 to
seniors.
my age?
So the juniors are from age 4 to 11.
And the camp is from
And the seniors are from 12 and 15.
12 to my age.
But these juniors are going to start this Monday, 6th of August.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
And then
Okay.
it's
The number is 456 6570.
and the
Thank you
juniors
very
come
much.
on August 13th, which is the following month.
Tara, I'm still at. So it's from 12 to my age? The camp to Karakou, talking about it, right? 12 to my age. So I could sign up tomorrow.
Well, you can come along and see what the Blues Kids Club.
Yeah, you know what? And the camp is from when to when?
It's actually start the 6th of August, which is Monday, and the finish is the 27th of August.
Right, so I could probably do up late with Sian Marshall, like from Karakou next week.
Exactly.
How that sound? So tell Minister that I am willing to do the show in Karakou once he's willing to host my team.
Okay.
Right? I will just do it live from Karakou next
Okay,
week.
that's what we
Yeah?
expected.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tara and
Shavez. Shavez.
Travis. Come on, Travis. Peter but Travis. So please, round of applause. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
On Friday, August 31st, join the Friends of Signal Inc. on the boat ride, Denims and White, aboard the Golden Sunshine from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn Pier number 9. Boarding time 6 p.m. Departure 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets at $40 available from any member of Friends of Sign Hill Inc. Music by DJ Super Eyes, D1 Entertainment and DJ Laga. It's the boat ride, Denims and White. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995. For Denims and White, you don't want to miss it. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talents in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill playing field, the main Arnesville playing field, the Sign Hill playing field, and the Cumberland playing field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's.
And welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. Up late with Sion Marshall, coming live from the Russell Cinema here in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let me thank all those persons on Facebook who stayed around, and also all of those people who are here in the audience with us. And please don't have to show the audience, but here, thank you so much for sticking around with us. The Club St. Vincent Inc., in association or in collaboration with the Redo, presents its 2018 Cultural Exposition, a cultural event for the entire family. Friends of Crown Heights Educational Center, 671 Prospect Place, Brooklyn, between Bedford and Franklin. Direct from SPG, internationally acclaimed panist or pan extraordinaire, Saeed Bowman, Calypsonian sculpture, and Dennis Bowman. Exquisite art, craft, and agro products from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comedian Jamal, spoken word Francesca Sam, indigenous foods, fashion, fun zone, face painted, all that stuff. DJs, Super Eyes, and Young Style. The contribution, $12 adults, $7 children, from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. August 25th, 2018. Check it out. How was that, Bona? Much better? All right, that's my good friend, Bona. By the way, numbers you can call: Sandra Millington, 718-692-4540. Ansela Friday, 718-251-3339. Pamela Monix, 718-604-8020. And Vona Arthur, 718-758-2416. All right, so check that out. That is the expo put on by Club St. Vincent Inc. in collaboration with the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit. All right. Coming to our update stage now. Now, by the way, if you didn't know, and I'm sure you've seen the ads that we're pushing, right? So if you didn't know, you should know by now that the Under-19 tournament, the West Indies Under-19 tournament, Future Stars, from August 3rd to August 30th, is being held right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A couple of weeks ago, we had President of Cricket West Indies Inc., Mr. David Cameron, White Dave Cameron, here on our show, and he spoke about specifically about Cricket West Indies Inc. and some of those issues with respect to West Indies. Took us through a nice journey. But tonight, we have coming up late, staying up late, the project officer of operations. And let me make sure I get this gentleman's name right. His name is Mr. Dario Bartley. Give him a round of applause and welcome him to our stage. I like this man boy. Woo! Please have a seat, Dario. Okay, no, I mean, I like Dario. Dario, come on, well sharp, looking sharper than me, looking sharper than Dave. You know what I'm saying? Boss, you can look sharper than the chair. Yeah, I mean, the chair, but it's president. It's problem. You why you walk. Good night, Dario. Welcome to our living Seattle Marshall.
Good night. Thank you for having me.
Is this your first visit to St. Vincent and Grenadines?
No, this is actually about my third visit to St. Vincent.
Where from, Dario?
I'm from Antigua originally.
From Antigua. You're allowed to take back some water. Just the water. You're allowed to take back some strong, some rum.
Okay.
You're not allowed to take back any girl.
No?
Nah, not that. You're not allowed to trouble or Vincentian ladies. You know what I'm saying? Coming all swabby, shame up nice enough and take it. Leave the ladies alone.
I will heed you on. Thank you.
Hey, listen, there's one Caribbean, and we need to start seeing ourselves as just one, one space, you know what I mean?
Agreed, one West Indies.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you talk about that because that is something that is near and dear to us. Cricket. Now, you're the project officer of operations for Cricket West Indies Inc. What does that big title mean?
Yeah, well, it's a long title for...
That's a short man.
What we do is operations and logistics. So, for instance, the Under-19 tournament being held in St. Vincent currently, and I would be the one that liaises directly with the St. Vincent Cricket Association on flights, hotels, meals, refreshment.
Okay.
I create the fixtures,
Okay.
set up the schedule for the tournament and the dates and these type of things.
How's that been going?
It's been going quite well. I personally joined Cricket West Indies about a year and a half now. I've been in operations about a year. The Under-19 tournament of last year in St. Kitts was actually my first assignment. And generally, I'm really enjoying the role. I've done now, this is now my fourth youth tournament that I'm doing because I did the Under-19s. We had Under-15s at Easter in Jamaica. The Under-17s were played a couple of weeks ago in Trinidad, and now we're at the Under-19s in St. Vincent.
From a development standpoint, and we talked a lot about this with Dave when he was here, but I'm sure you have your own in your mind, your own goals and what you're looking for as well. What do you expect to come out of this tournament?
Well, this tournament in particular is aimed at identifying the next crop of Under-19 cricketers who will represent us at the Under-19 World Cup of 2018. As you know, of 2020, which will be held in South Africa. As you know, we were successful in 2016 in the Under-19, and a lot of those players have pushed on and became regional and some global stars. A name that comes to mind is Kimo Paul, who maybe a year ago wouldn't have foresaw what is going on for him right now, playing every format of cricket for the West Indies. So a message that I tried to give to the youngsters last evening was, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And what I have seen is that a lot of faces from the Under-17 tournaments are reappearing in this tournament. Okay. And that's actually quite encouraging because it says a lot.
That they're old enough.
It says that they're good enough. so they're old enough. Because obviously there would have been other players closer to this age group vying for spots on these teams. And I think every young man that's here and has been selected as part of the 14-man squad for their country or territory should be very proud and very excited to represent them beginning tomorrow.
Who's the defending Under-19 champ regionally?
Well, the Under-19 tournament is a little bit different from our other age group tournaments in the fact that it has two formats played.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll begin the 3-day format of the competition, and Guyana are the defending champions in that format. And Guyana also happen to be the defending champions in the 50 over format.
As well?
Also,
Wow.
yes. So, all...
Them guys doing something right.
They're doing something right, yes. And as you would know, Guyana is 4-time defending champions
Really?
of the senior PCL 4-day competition.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I can't say I follow that cricket very, very much.
No worries.
And also, based on our fortunes at the international level, I have not been following that much either. I mean, we just lost a one-day series to Bangladesh. You know, but we came back strong in the first T20.
But I think we've been having some encouraging performances, and the amount of cricketers that Cricket West Indies has been able to engage throughout the year is what's really impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
I remember on one particular day, a few weeks ago, we had our senior test team playing in Antigua. Also, at the same time, our A team was engaged in competition in England. They were in a 4-day match. And our B team
in Canada
was playing T20 competition in Canada. And this was all happening on the same day. Added to the fact that we have so many players within the other franchises within that competition in Canada, we had almost 50 players playing on one particular day. And that's no easy feat. Whether you're the West Indies or whether you're New Zealand or whether you're Australia, it's no easy feat to have 50 players playing that level of cricket at one point in time and to be successful. So I think that's quite commendable, and with the high performance camps that we've had going on, I think we'll see improvements in the near future. I mean,
well, listen, the future ain't near enough. At least from my standpoint, and I'm sure other cricket supporters would echo those sentiments. So at least now, from an operational standpoint, how would you rate what is happening in St. Vincent now? Would you say things are ready to kick off on tomorrow?
Ready to go. I want to give huge kudos to Kishore Shallow, the Dr. Kishore Shallow, my apologies, who is...
Like, who like that now? He ain't fighting the doctor. That is his. Yeah, he ain't fighting the who like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But give it where it's due, work for it, what, you know.
Right, so Dr. Kishore Shallow and his team, who would have been doing the work on the ground, especially prior to my arrival, in setting up everything. Everything has been smooth so far. The officials have visited all of the venues that they're going to utilize, and everything is ready. And I think everyone is gearing to go. We had our pre-tournament meeting.
What's your favorite venue? What in your mind you walk on? Forget Armsville. What's outside of Armsville? What venue you like? There's a venue in Cumberland. Kishore took you to Cumberland?
No, I haven't been to Cumberland.
That's close to where Kishore come from, though.
And he told me, but I haven't been to Cumberland and Park Hill personally as well.
Right.
I'm usually that type of person who would enjoy more of a country type of scenery.
Cumberland nice, right on the beach.
Yeah.
Right on the beach.
So I'm excited.
Let me know when you're going down, because you go organize some guys from Coastland Spring. They'll put a little pot on the outside and so on, some fresh meat. But a little pot, you know, you go down there, eat your soup, you're nice. Everything.
Sounds like a good time.
I'm telling you that's all. We are hospitable people, and we're going to make your stay enjoyable. What are some of the, well, you may not be able to answer this, maybe Kishore, but generally, the competition is spread over St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and not just centrally in Kingston, Amesville. Yeah,
there's actually 4 venues that will be utilizing. Cumberland, Park Hill, as mentioned before, Sion Hill, and Amesville.
That's excellent. That's excellent.
So, you know, it gives the players, because this is a developmental tournament, and while everything is geared towards playing good cricket and eventually representing the West Indies, we do also want the I don't want to say kids, my apologies.
Right.
We do also want the players to have the full experience of being in St. Vincent, getting in some of the scenery. They have some off days also, and I think that the St. Vincent Cricket Association has done really well with where they've placed them in terms of the hotels and so on that they're staying at. So they're able to see a little bit more than just the cricket field. Because it's supposed to be a holistic approach to player and person development rather than just a cricket tournament.
All right. When we come back, Dr. Kishore Shallow sits next to Dario, joins us on stage. Don't go away. We'll be back in a moment.
Searchlight Online, now stronger and better, and with more options for everyone. Download the free app and access the e-paper and breaking news. Check out our e-papers read aloud and translation features. Read our e-paper in different formats, even when you're offline. Access our online archive as far back as 2005. Only interested in viewing ads? Go directly to our print ad marketplace. Subscribers get exclusive access to a full-color midweek e-paper edition, in addition to the weekend edition. Affordable monthly, quarterly, biannual, and annual e-subscription plans. Book, submit, and pay for advertisements online. Go to www.searchlight.vc for more details. Searchlight, journalism you can trust. Now stronger, better, and with more options for everyone.
On Friday, August 31st, join the Friends of Sign Hill Inc. on the boat ride. Denims and White aboard the Golden Sunshine from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn Pier number 9. Boarding time 6 p.m. Departure 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets at $40 available from any member of Friends of Sign Hill Inc. Music by DJ Super Eyes, D1 Entertainment, and DJ Laga. It's the boat ride. Denims and White. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995. For Denims and White, you don't want to miss it. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talents in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill Playing Field, the main Honestfield Playing Field, the Sign Hill Playing Field, and the Cumberland Playing Field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talents in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill Playing Field, the main Honestfield Playing Field, the Sign Hill Playing Field, and the Cumberland Playing Field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's. The boat ride. Denims and White aboard the Golden Sunshine from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn Pier number 9. Boarding time 6 p.m. Departure 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets at $40 available from any member of Friends of Sign Hill Inc. Music by DJ Super Eyes, D1 Entertainment, and DJ Laga. It's the boat ride. Denims and White. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995. For Denims and White, you don't want to miss it. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talents in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill Playing Field, the main Honestfield Playing Field, the Sign Hill Playing Field, and the Cumberland Playing Field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of...
So don't miss out on this session,
And welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. During the break, we were chatting with Dario and Dr. Shallow has joined us. Kishore, welcome.
Thanks, Ian. Pleasure being here.
Boss, you know, long I've been trying to have you on my show. I mean, like, I've had to go to Dave, then Dario, then finally I have Kishore on my show. It's really good to have you.
Yes, yeah, I had to ensure the other fellas make the way, you know, and I mean, excellent job to Dario and his audio interview, you know, I'm explaining the tournament and so forth, but I'm sure I'm right here, you know, when these fellas fly in, I'll give them the opportunity, and I'm always in Simmons so we could come and have a 1 hour chat.
Absolutely, and I love that. Anytime I talk, uplift is here for you, and we support culture, we support our young people, we support our sportsmen. I love cricket, so absolutely, whenever you know you want the medium, it's there. Now, Kishore, I've known you for quite a while as a professional, and I also know you to try to make coconut mats and so on back in the day and so on. But now you're the management of cricket. When did you first get involved in cricket management from an executive level?
Yeah, so as an administrator, I started as an assistant secretary for the SVG Cricket Association in 2013.
Okay.
And then went on as president in 2014.
That was quite a big jump, right? Assistant secretary, not even secretary, sure, president, but I guess they saw the potential, the leadership potential.
I suspect so. I suspect so.
Hey, listen, I take credit for Lee One, you know, Lee One and so on and that kind of thing. How has it been though? How has your tenure been from 2014 to now? What has in your mind been some of the hallmarks of your tenure?
Yeah, it's a challenging one in terms of, and I'm sure that most, if not all, administrators of non-profit organizations in St. Vincent, probably throughout the Caribbean, you know, would share the same sentiment that is very challenging because obviously you need funds, and we're sensitive to our economic climate at the time. Currently, where we are struggling, you know, businesses not like 10, 15 years ago, you know, would offer sponsorship, you know, so that is the main challenge. Another challenge is obviously getting the interest from young persons. There's so many distractions, you know, apart from sports competing with us now, we start playing rugby in St. Vincent, volleyball and all these other sports, you know, so cricket and football were traditional sports. They now have to compete with these. And back then you had games, video games, but now you're talking about the internet. I mean, to get a young person move from in front of the computer to play sport is extremely difficult. So we have to find ways now of attracting young persons to sport, and that in itself is a challenge. However, we have made, you know, significant progress. I think being young still, and, you know,
I support you on that. I support you on that.
Being still young, I could start to relate and know exactly what the young persons want in terms of the interest, and so we have been attempting to tailor our program, you know, to suit them and to make it more interesting for them, and I think that has been successful. So one of the things, I think one thing that really stand out to us as an administration locally is that we have set up a National Cricket Academy, right, and that we hope will be around for years, decades, producing players for St. Vincent, Windwards and West Indies. Also, we have set up a nursery, you know, and then we have strengthened our under 15 programs, our under 19 programs, hoping that is the foundation necessary to ensure that cricket has a long life in St. Vincent, hopefully forever.
All right.
So it's a growing sport, and that really is our main focus right now, to grow cricket, make it one of the leading sports in the country, despite not doing so well at the international level, as I heard you mentioned earlier.
Right.
But even though we're losing, right, is that persons still have to realize the opportunities, because it's not like 25 years ago, where all you had the opportunity was only to play cricket. Now we're talking, we have professional scorers, we have professional umpires. So even you're not great Sian as a player,
I was never great.
you know, you could be.
I was never even good.
I won't doubt you. You know, but but no, there are opportunities, and Dario could tell you, there is also responsible for as it lays for umpires, right? And a tremendous opportunity. You can be a professional umpire, and I mean we can put it out there, on in as much as probably our most established, our prominent secretaries.
Really?
Yes, and that is the reality that exists in cricket currently, right? So those are the things that we're trying to tell our young people, that there are opportunities there. You don't necessarily have to be an athlete, right? You can be an administrator, or you can just be, you can be an umpire, an official, and in any other capacity. So those are what we're pushing to attract more persons to the game of cricket.
I could talk. That's one of the things I do well. God gave me that, right? But I can't do necessarily commentary because I don't know the places. Then where's short leg and square leg and I don't leg square and backward point and forward point. I don't know anything. I know pitch between posting, and that's all I know, right? But I can talk. So Dario, check out if any position if I talk, any of those things.
We'll link up after the show.
All right, nice. Now, what is the working relationship with? I know you're director on the Cricket West Indies, Kishore. But what is the relationship like between Cricket West Indies Inc. and the local board, the national board, in terms of support? And you and Dario could fight over that.
Yeah, and I like that question, and that it gives me an opportunity to address an issue. A question that I keep, being asked, and fairly so, is why haven't we had an international match in St. Vincent for a long time?
We might make it some really expensive, but I'm glad you're raising that. So raise that.
Yeah, good. And it's important because people use that to come to the conclusion that we do not have a good relationship with Cricket West Indies, which is why and it's not the case. The situation is that we do not have sufficient rooms in St. Vincent of, let's say, a 4 or 5 star hotel that quality to accommodate international teams. Right. However, this is the third major tournament we have hosted. We have hosted in the last couple of years. The same under-19 tournament in 2016. Last year we hosted the female senior tournament, and this year again under-15. We host regional first-class games as well. So our relationship with West Indies, is a strong one, and I represent St. Vincent Windwards on the original body in terms of Cricket West Indies as a director, and so we are coming here. We have equal opportunities, and I would go further to explain the situation with the accommodation. Is that whereas it's not that we do not have sufficient rooms in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because we have some of the best hotels in the Grenadines itself, but we cannot host teams in the Grenadines and they have to play on the mainland. So that is the main challenge here. But I'm very happy that I've spoken to the Prime Minister about it, the Minister of Sport as well, and pretty soon Bookman Bay Resort will be back on board, and then we are also constructing another hotel at Peter's Hope, and then we will hope from next year or so international cricket will be back here in St. Vincent.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Because I loved my mother, I remember there was an ad years ago about cricket, and they would talk about this lady. Oh, she never misses a match. That's my mother. She never misses a match once there's international cricket here. And I'm sure if international cricket comes next year, she's going to be there. All right, so I'm sure she'd look forward to that. Where do you see cricket significantly when it's going though, Kishore? No. You've been there at the helm for almost 4 years, or about 4 years, 2014. No doubt you've put your stamp or your style of leadership to management, to the association. Where do you see it going now, going from here?
There's a lot of potential, and where I'm a very positive thinker. Where there are opportunities for improvement, you have to capitalize on them, right? And I see endless opportunities out there for St. Vincent and Grenadines and cricket throughout the region as well.
Right.
So, for example, I spoke about the challenge earlier about funding.
Right.
just tonight I had an executive meeting, and we were discussing plans to establish a company within the organization that would make us sustainable for many years to come, right? That would be able to fund youth programs and afford more young cricketers, upcoming cricketers, opportunities to go on to the international level.
Right.
So those are the opportunities.
That's local, St. Vincent.
That's in Vincent.
Okay.
You know, so currently, I mean, we are doing probably the best in a very long time. Currently, we have 2 West Indies senior players, you know, Sunil Ambrose and Keswick Williams. We saw Keswick Williams last night taking 4 for 28. You know, Sunil Ambrose is one of the brightest prospects in the region, right? So we have a country, 107,000 I think is our population, now having 2 players on the West Indies senior team, with Obed McCoy, who just was one of the leading wicket takers in the Canadian T20 league, right? So, I mean, a small island, yes, but we are doing exceptionally well. So, bright future, there's nothing stopping us from continue putting 2-3 players on West Indies team consistently,
right.
And that is part of our plan. For these young players opportunities for full-time employment at the international level and also at the local level, because even if they don't play for West Indies, we have about 5 players who are part of the franchise system who are also professional cricketers.
Right.
So it's creating employment for young persons going forward, and that is what we want to do, offer them opportunities, you know, making the sport more popular, and again, endless opportunities here.
Okay. Do you plan to take Dario down to Cumberland? Because you know it's one of the best beaches in the country.
I would probably say the best.
Okay, I would too, but you know, because I have people watching the show from different parts, I want to.
Oh man, we are the car.
And you know how hospitable we. So some of the boys from the hill, some of the boys from Spring, kill something, cook. Dario eating best food he ever eaten in a long time.
Dario would definitely get in that experience. The thing is that at Cumberland, we just spend the 1-day stage of the competition day. So that stage start on the 16th of August.
Okay.
So we'll be down and we'll be up Cumberland from that date.
Right.
And Dario would then get to enjoy the country even more.
Yeah. Looking forward. By the way, Elson Quick, he is also, I know he's still an administrator, but I know he was a long-standing administrator for cricket in the Gardens.
Excellent support.
And someone who thinks he could play cricket, but that's another story. He wanted me to suggest a particular beverage to you.
Not sure beverage is the word.
Yes, beverage. That is what I would use. But what I would do, I'd tell Kishore to take it to Elson, and Elson would suggest it to you by offering you a bottle of that beverage. How was that song, Elson? All right, so Elson, I send Dario to you tomorrow.
No man, and she understood. I'm very certain that Elson will be by all of these games. You know?
I'm sure.
And I want to use this opportunity just before we end to just encourage all the local, intentional, even if you're just visiting, to come and check out some of the games. I mean, they're going to be highly competitive. You'll be amazed at the standard of cricket is being played at under 19 level now. Because these are the next guys who are going to be on West Indies senior team. So it's an opportunity to see these fellas. Recently I had Kimo Paul. 2 years ago, he played in St. Vincent under 19. He's already in West Indies. The young fella Rutherford who just dominated in the Canadian T20 league, he was also here. Okay. Right? So these guys are the next shining star for West Indies cricket.
Right? Yeah, that's the team, right? Future stars. And I'm sure I'm wishing you an excellent tournament. I would try to look for some of those games. And Kishore, I do like the fact that the games are spread across in Vincent and Granny. So you have northeast, northwest, and you have in the center. Just one question before you go, Kishore, because the last time when Dave was here, they made the comment that, you know, the board is not being too bad for a board that's not getting financial assistance from the government. And some people reached out to me and went, what does Dave mean when he say no financial assistance? Because the person making the point that all of the playing fields are owned by the government. And so, because the cricket West Indies and the local boards don't own them, that in and of itself is assistance. Do you guys pay a rent or fee to use those fields?
We do, right? But I will answer this very frankly, and this is my personal view. do we have to ask for roads? Or is it an obligation from the government to put roads for us to drive on?
Right.
And I will answer that question like that.
And that's how you ask the question.
That's how I answer
Now,
the
listen. The point about it is that I hear your answer, and people hear the answer, and it's for them to, it's not for me and you to go back and forth on it. I just raise the issue. So to me, the issue is not so much whether or not the government is obligated to providing it. It's whether or not that is considered as direct financial assistance.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't mind answering it as I see it. And the government across the region could do a lot more for sport. We cannot go wrong. I'm a strong advocate for sports tourism or just sport creating opportunities for young people. And as I said, adults as professionals as well. And I mean, any honest politician would tell you that in the region, I can't say one country that does enough for sport. And that is the fact. They have to accept it as it is and try their very best to do better.
To do more.
Yeah, for sport. And I'm not talking cricket, I'm talking about sports in general.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Kishore. Thank you so much, Dario. We'll take a break, and when we come back, final segment of Play with Sion Marshall. Don't go away.
On Friday, August 31st, join the Friends of Sign Hill Inc. on the boat ride. Denims and White aboard the Golden Sunshine from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn Pier number 9. Boarding time 6 p.m. Departure 7 p.m. sharp. Tickets at $40 available from any member of Friends of Sign Hill Inc. Music by DJ Super Eyes, D1 Entertainment and DJ Laga. It's the boat ride. Denims and White. For more information, call 917-560-0432, 347-262-8014, or 646-248-3995. For Denims and White, you don't want to miss it. The future stars of Wendy's will showcase their talents in the 2018 West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to August 30th in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Matches will be played at the Park Hill playing field, the main Honestfield playing field, the Sign Hill playing field, and the Cumberland playing field. Who will be champions? Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, the Leeward Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Canada, or host team the Windward Islands. It's the West Indies Under-19 Cricket Tournament, August 3rd to 30th. Come see the future stars of Wendy's.
Yes, I believe what you so not this one? And welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. It's the last segment, the final segment of our show tonight. Don't forget Randy Span boat ride this Sunday. Tickets are $40. The boards at 7, leaves at 7:30 Kingstown. Leaves kind of at 4 o'clock. All right. Also, Club St. Vincent Inc., in association with the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, presents 2018 Cultural Exposition, a cultural event for the entire family. Friends of Crown Heights Educational Center, 671 Prospect Place, Brooklyn, between Bedford and Franklin. All right. The donation, adults $12, children $7. Starts at 12 p.m. and ends at 9 p.m. Direct from SVG, internationally acclaimed Panis Extraordinaire side, Bowman. DJs are Super Eyes and Young Styles. Calypsonian Scorcher and Dennis Bowman. You have exquisite arts, crafts, agro products from St. Vincent and Grenadines, and fashion, indigenous foods, fun zone with face painting, games, and more. Comedian Jamal, spoken word by Francesca Sam. You can contact any of the members of this group. Sandra, 718-692-4540. Ansela, 718-251-3339. Pamela, 718-604-8020. And Verna, 718-758-2416. Also support the hospital drive, the 11th of August at Standard Shippers on Didmos. Please support that drive, get stuff, things that the hospital would need. It's for a worthy cause, so please go and check that out as well. That's organized by Tammy Gans and Go Bells. Also this week in the Searchlight, let me read that out for you. Sorry. Yeah, where are we now? Oh, sorry, my bad. Where are we? There we go. All right. So this week in the Searchlight, you have another honor for national hero and paramount chief. Prosecution not making use of forensic evidences. Bacchus Batiste, 94-year-old woman accuses man of harassing her. We can't leave it up to criminals to take out criminals, says Dr. Friday. Too many arrests of persons in possession of small quantities of marijuana, says Caribbean Report. Opposition leader says government is failing the local Arwood sector. All this and much more in the Searchlight newspaper available on newsstands tomorrow. Journalism you can trust. Now, before we go, yesterday we had the naming of a national park in the honor of Paramount Chief Joseph Chatelier, our only national hero. I congratulate the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines on this move. I think it's been long overdue, and I'm happy that this has happened. Let us now make the next step of naming additional national heroes. There are Vincentians who have done well. There are Vincentians who have served St. Vincent and the Grenadines above and beyond. And so it's time that we move beyond the solitary national hero of Joseph Chatelier. Let's start a national discussion and national discourse with the objective of arriving at a second, maybe even a third national hero. Names spring to mind: Right Honorable Milton Cato, Ebenezer Theodore Joshua, J.P. Eustace, whomever. But let's start something. We've had just one for too long. And I think in the minds of Vincentians, we need to know, and our children need to know, that one, they are Vincentians who are worthy of becoming national heroes. And two, at some point in time, even my children can strive for becoming a national hero. Until next Thursday, when we're back with you with another exciting program of Up Late with Sion Marshall. Have yourself a fantastic night and enjoy your weekend. God bless.